Now I find it very strange that in the news and the government recommendations, all the governments, I mean, what the recommendations of the World Health Organization are basically to avoid catching the virus, yeah? So washing your hands and not, you know, the distance, the social distancing and all that, which is great, and I'm doing that. But how come that no government and no official recommendations talk about strengthening, empowering the immune system? Because obviously, if there is 80% of the people who catch the virus who have mild symptoms or none, we would like to be among the 80%. I mean, I'm 58 right now, so I'm not very young, and therefore what I want to do is to keep strong in order that that I won't catch the virus, or that if I catch the virus, I won't be sick. Because in fact, we are full of bacteria and viruses, and the fact that we don't get sick, it's because our immune system fights back and doesn't allow those viruses to make us ill. Therefore, what I'm trying to do now is give my own view of how to empower the immune system. And it's not only about something physical, like the food, the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, and so on, and the exercise, and so on. It's not only physical, but it is also emotional. So why should I, as an artist, saying how to empower your immune system? Well, there is, first of all, one reason. I have been through hell and back, and I've always recovered. I'm a recovery expert. I'm an addict in recovery. I have been an addict from 15 to 20 with heroin, and I recovered from that. I have been very dependent from my first husband, and I recovered from that, and I became independent. I have never been working on established basis for any company. I've always been a freelance, always have had problems with money, but I fell down many times, but I always got up again. So I think that I have a certain strength, and I think that in all these years I have sort of learned how to make myself strong. I mean, emotionally strong. I mean, strong and free as a person. And independent. Yeah, I want to be a strong, free and independent woman. And I believe that being strong, free and independent is really good for your immune system. It's my idea. Just take it as it is. It's just an idea. And I don't think that you lose anything if you don't try to be strong inside, because at the very worst, I mean, perhaps it doesn't help your immune system, but it does help how you live in these circumstances. Okay, so here's what I do. Okay, first of all, the physical part is really important, because it's not only physical. So the physical part is the diet, yeah? Lately, since I came to Switzerland, I was so close to Italy again, that because I've lived for 24 years in Milan, so the Italian food is just wow. It's just like I'm sort of more Italian than Spanish or Swiss. So moving from Spain to Switzerland, I went back to a very a diet in which I was like not really caring for anything that I was eating, but I was just eating a lot of cheese, a lot of dairy foods, a lot of sugar, a lot of coffee. I was smoking, I was drinking alcohol in the evenings, even on my own, just to calm my anxiety. I was eating pizza, and I was eating a lot of bread and a lot of, you know, muffins and sort of like flour products, and And I was eating quickly and as if eating was not so important because I was like concentrated on my work, on my mission and so on. So I had lots of different pains and aches. I had my back was hurting, perhaps because of the PhD lately and being for hours in the computer and so on. So the first thing I did was start to really take care of myself and go back to a healthy diet. And therefore I quit completely coffee, smoking, alcohol, sugar, bread and flour products, dairy foods and meat. And therefore I'm eating vegetarian mostly, but also with some fish and eggs. And right away when I started to do that, I just felt so strong. And in 1.5 months or even 2 months now, all my aches are gone. I'm doing exercise every morning, I'm doing Tai Chi, I'm doing stretching every morning. So 1 hour of stretching and Tai Chi and 1 hour of walking my dogs in the park, in the woods. So this is the physical part, but of course the physical part influences the emotional part. So I feel strong, I feel I'm taking care of myself, and this is good for my self-esteem. Okay, in the next video I will tell you about how to take care of your immune system by strengthening your emotional self.